views and commentaries. First, the highlights. Federal government unveils plans to transform 417 grazing reserves into mini towns.
Rivers begins transition process for return to democratic rule.
Soldiers kill notorious bandit kingpin Babangida Kachala in Kogi.
And on a foreign scene, Pakistan and security forces killed 35 terrorists in raids on Taliban hideouts near Afghan border.
Now the details. The federal government has unveiled plans to transform the nation's 417 grazing reserves into mini towns. The proposed mini towns will have stable power supply, schools, healthcare facilities, markets, abattoirs, road networks, water and good sanitation. Other facilities will include communication network, irrigation, veterinary services and feed production. This was revealed by the Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Maiha, during the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with the Rural Electrification Agency on the provision of solar-powered grids to the grazing reserves. Mr. Maiha lamented that the grazing reserves have been abandoned for many years with no significant effort to rehabilitate them. He said the proposed transformation of the grazing reserves would be of immense benefit to both farmers and herders and would help curb farmers-herders conflicts.
The Rivers State government has announced the commencement of transition that would see a return from emergency rule to democratic governance. A statement issued by the Secretary to the State Government SSG, Professor Ibibia Lucky Wurika, invited all critical stakeholders to a church service as part of the transition process. According to the statement, those invited include permanent secretaries, local government council chairmen, heads of security and paramilitary agencies, traditional rulers, chairmen and members of boards and governing councils, as well as captains of industries. The development comes nearly 6 months after President Bola Tinubu pronounced emergency rule in Rivers State on March 18 at the height of the protracted political crisis involving Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his political godfather and predecessor, Mr. Nyesom Wike.
In the meantime, suspended Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has threatened legal action against the clerk of the National Assembly, Kamorudeen Ogunlano, if she is further prevented from resuming plenary on Monday, September 15. Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan's threat was contained in a letter signed by Counsel Chief Michael Numa, SAN. She vowed to seek legal redress against any attempt by the National Assembly to disregard a court order regarding our resumption. In the letter, the Senators' Council stated that the National Assembly's refusal to obey a court order was a violation of the Constitution and the Code of Conduct for Public Officers. The letter added that the Senator would initiate contempt charges and disciplinary measures, while the Clerk of the National Assembly will be held responsible for instigating a breach of peace.
The Ogun State chapter of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has strongly condemned the recent appointment of 1,200 political assistants by Governor Dapo Abiodun. The party described the development as a colossal waste of public funds. A statement issued by the Ogun ADC chairman, Otumba Olufemi Soluade, further criticized the governor's action as blatant misuse of state resources at a time that majority of residents are battling soaring cost of living. The party also faulted Governor Abiodun's description of the appointments as grassroots empowerment, insisting it was just a political smokescreen designed to serve the governor's 2027 ambitions. The SDC noted that what is needed by the people of Ogun State is job creation, wealth-building policies, and inclusive development.
The Ondo State Governor, Mr. Lucky Ayedatiwa, has ordered a probe into alleged fake letters issued to some applicants seeking teaching appointments in the state. The aggrieved applicants staged a protest in front of the governor's office in Akure, the state capital, on Friday, calling on Governor Ayedatiwa to investigate the fake appointment letters allegedly issued to them by the officials of the state government. Recall that the Ondo State government recently embarked on the recruitment of 2,000 teachers into primary and secondary schools across the 18 local government areas of the state. The protesters were, however, said to have been stopped from continuing the process of formal recruitment after allegedly being issued fake appointment letters by some government officials. Governor Ayedatiwa today, in a statement issued by his chief press secretary, Ebenezer Adenio, ordered the invitation of the concerned applicants as part of investigation. The statement also revealed that the government had already taken disciplinary action against the 3 officials allegedly involved in the scandal.
This broadcast of Newscope is coming to you from the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, Ibadan. A retired teacher, Mr. Wale Adebayo, and a counseling psychologist, Dr. Oluyole, have admonished parents and guardians on proper understanding of each child's unique personality, potentials, and needs. They noted that such understanding is crucial for parents and guardians to play their roles effectively as the first mentors and guides. Mr. Adebayo and Dr. Oluyole offered the words of admonition while discussing parenting on the BCOS television news magazine program Saturday Special. Our reporter Fidora Afolagoye monitored the program and compiled this report.
Parenting is a dynamic journey evolving with changing times. Understanding shifts in societal values, technology, and child development is crucial to guide children effectively and prepare them for a successful future. Discussing parenting on BCOS Saturday Special, a retired teacher, Mr. Wale Adebayo, noted that while there is no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting, enlightened parents recognize the importance of understanding their child's unique psychology to determine the most effective guidance methods. He urged teachers not to overlook student misconduct, emphasizing that as trained educators, they have a responsibility to provide guidance and counseling to help shape their students' behavior.
A parent should be able to say now that he is molding a child that will be amenable to discipline, that will be amenable to correction, so that at the end of the day, by the time that he goes out now, he becomes somebody that will be able to interact and rub shoulders with his counterparts anywhere, even anywhere in the part of the world. You know, parenting cuts across several areas of life. You are talking of morals, you are talking of culture, you are talking of even education.
Also featuring on the program, a counseling psychologist, Dr. Oluyole advised parents to tailor their parenting approach to each child's unique characteristics, exploring different styles that work best with their child's generation and psychology. She urged parents to rather prioritize spending quality time with their children, fostering intimate moments, and getting to know them better, than being preoccupied solely with providing for their material needs.
You see, there is something we call eclectic approach to parenting. This one does not tie you as a parent to a certain style. You must explore all the styles. It depends on the character and the behavior emitted by the child. Your firstborn may be emitting a kind of behavior that necessitates you as a parent to use autocratic or authoritarian approach. If your child is mild and meek, as Daddy has just said, you can employ democratic or permissive.
They jointly implored parents to be more intentional in training their children and encourage teachers and the community not to shy away from correcting children. Fidora Afolagoye, BCOS News.
Meanwhile, young Nigerians have been urged to embrace self-discovery and personal development that will enhance their roles as a bedrock of nation building. The charge came at the Better Me Forum organized by the World Peace Initiative Foundation in collaboration with the Ibadan Peace Club. Our reporter, Faith Adekunle, who was at the University of Ibadan campus, venue of the event, now files in this report.
The forum, themed Peace is Personal, Becoming Better in a Broken System, sought to encourage individuals to develop and transform themselves with a view of imparting the larger society. Delivering the keynote address, a certified meditation and mindfulness trainer with the World Peace Initiative Foundation, Mr. Olutomiwa Binuyo, underscored the importance of adopting a growth mindset. He noted that consistency fosters trust and strengthens relationship, both of which are vital to societal development.
We must always strive to be better versions of ourselves. We must be willing to learn. We must be open to corrections. We must be open-minded, basically. We must not believe we are the best. We should, continue to put effort to build capacity in order to, ensure that we reach our self-ideal. That is where we want to be.
Also speaking, the president of the Ibadan Peace Club Nigeria, Mr. Femi Adeyemi, urged participants to remain diligent, focused, and resilient, stressing that perseverance is a key to long-term success.
The Ibadan Peace Club of Nigeria is an offshoot of World Peace Initiative, a not-for-profit organization that advocates inner peace education based in Thailand. And we advocate inner peace education as well amongst Nigerian youths and professionals, mainly through mindfulness and meditation practices. And for this particular event we have here today, we are talking to people about how they can be better versions of themselves.
In their goodwill messages, the head of Department, Peace, Security and Humanitarian Studies, University of Ibadan, Dr. Shola Ishola, represented by Dr. Temitope Abiodun, alongside peace architect with the World Peace Initiative Foundation, Mr. Adeoye Aderogba, and community engagement manager of the Sapphires Development Initiative, Ms. Odunayo Ayola, emphasized the importance of research and solution-driven engagement in promoting positive change within the society.
They need to be focused, they need to be principled, they should have a sense of direction in everything they want to do. Because if you don't have any sense of direction, you will derail.
This program serves as a tool to empower, to educate, and to put every student at the forefront of self-development and leadership potentials.
So what we do majorly is to expound more on digital literacy, help rural communities, help rural girls especially to gain to enhance with their potentials, to make them become what they didn't even think of becoming. For example, we give access to young people to get scholarship opportunities, global opportunities, fellowships and grants.
The event, which featured a panelist session focusing on how people can advance in their career paths, also showcased a musical presentation. Faith Adekunle, BCS News.
We'll now take a short commercial break.
It's been a long holiday and now it's time to get back on track. Happy resumption, students. As schools reopen, we know the hustle. That's why we celebrate every parent making effort, every teacher sharing knowledge, and every student taking bold steps towards their future. At Energy Switch Filling Stations, we are here to fuel your journey from the road to the classroom. As you open those new books and step into new classrooms, remember this: the future is bright and every single lesson is a building block to success. Just as fuel keeps your engine running, knowledge keeps your future moving. We are committed to powering both. In 2024, we supported students with our bursary scheme, and this year we are back with even more. Be on the lookout for greater opportunities are on the way. Energy Switch Filling Stations, innovations, possibilities. You happy back to school.
Happy resumption!
You're welcome back. Troops of 12th Brigade Nigerian Army under Operation Accord 3 in conjunction with other hybrid forces OHF have neutralized a notorious bandit kingpin Babangida Kachala in Kogi State. A statement by the spokesman of 12th Brigade, Lieutenant Hassan Abdullahi, said the feat followed credible intelligence on the movement of bandits within Ofere Forest and Ayetoro Bede general area. He said the combined troops laid an ambush at the suspected bandit crossing point. Lieutenant Abdullahi added that the bandit leader was killed in the ensuing firefight.
A torrential downpour on Thursday and Friday unleashed devastating floods in Zaria and Kaduna State. The floods displaced more than 470 children and destroyed over 270 households across several communities. A coordinated assessment team, including relevant disaster management and relief agencies, confirmed the scale of destruction during visits to the affected areas. Led by the Zaria local government chairman Alhaji Jamil Hamad Muhammad Jaga, the team toured Kofar, Guyambana and other hard-hit communities. This included Garingem Mobile and Bayan Cinema in Tudunwada Ward, as well as Magume, Bakozuntu and Kamacha in Toku Ward. The floods triggered by heavy early morning rainfall swept away foodstuffs, clothing, electronics and other essentials.
Let's now go over to our sports studio for the latest updates from the exciting world of sports with Boluwaji Ogumola.
Good evening, and many thanks to you for joining us on the sports segment of the news. I am Boluwaji Ogumola. Ahead of the Crunch Matchday 4 encounter between Shooting Stars and Rivers United in Port Harcourt, the host team have rolled out incentives to attract fans to the stadium. The Pride of Rivers, managed by ex-international Finidi George, began the new campaign on a decent note, having secured 5 points out of a possible 9 in 3 matches. According to a statement released by the club's media officer, Charles Mayuku, fans have been enjoined to come out en masse for the highly anticipated encounter and receive free replica jerseys. Well, in order, match day 4 encounters are billed for Sunday. The Plateau United will take on Remo Stars at the new Jos Stadium. Kano Pillars will entertain Rangers International at the Sonny Abacha Stadium. Kum Khalifat will take on El Kanemi Warriors, while Rivers United will host Shooting Stars. Abia Warriors will take on Katsina United, while Ward Wolves will slug it out with Kwara United. Nasra United will host Wiki Tourist, while Enyimba will be the guest of Bayelsa United, and the last game of match day 4, Ikorodu City will take on Barao Football Club. Atlanta Football Club have welcomed back African Footballer of the Year Ademola Lookman back to the squad after the Nigerian international returned from international duty. According to report, Ademola Lookman arrived at the Atalanta training ground on Friday, where he trained for the first time under Ivan Juric. The former RB Leipzig and Leicester City forward was frozen out of the team and trained separately in August as he had tried to force a move to Inter Milan. Atlanta, however, are not planning to punish the player further, and Lookman has been reintegrated back into the group. Nottingham Forest and Nigerian defender Oluyole has been ruled out for 3 months with a hamstring injury sustained on international duty. The right back limped off in the 10th minute of Nigeria's 1-0 draw against South Africa in the World Cup qualifying match on Tuesday, and scans have confirmed the severity of the injury. Subsequent scans are carried out in conjunction with Nottingham Forest medical team revealed that the versatile fullback will be sidelined until early December at the earliest. Oluyole will now be removed from Forest Premier League squad, although he can still be registered after the winter transfer window. Real Madrid centre-back Anthony Rudiger has injured a muscle in his left leg, with reports on Friday suggesting he could be sidelined for around 2 months. 32-year-old Rudiger suffered the injury in training on Friday and will have more tests in the next few days, but according to reports, the injury was serious. Real Madrid said in a statement that scans had shown Rudiger had an injury to his affectus femoris muscle, but made no mention of how long he would be out. The veteran German international defender has made a single La Liga appearance this season for the club. Former welterweight champion Kamaru Usman has set his sight on facing the winner of the upcoming title clash between Jacques Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev at UFC 322. Usman returned to form back in June when he ended a 3-fight losing streak by defeating Joachim Buckley. The victory has reignited the Nigerian-born fighter's ambitions, with his attention now firmly on Madison Square Garden, where Della Maddalena will defend his belt for the first time against lightweight champion Makhachev on the 15th of November. And that's sports this evening.
And on the foreign scene, Pakistani security forces have raided 2 hideouts of the Pakistan Taliban armed group near the Afghan border this week. This triggered fierce clashes that killed 12 soldiers and 35 Taliban terrorists, according to the Pakistani military. The military today said 22 fighters were killed in the first raid in Bujar, a district in northwestern Kabul Pakhtunkhwa province. 13 more were killed in a separate operation in southern Waziristan district. The army statement added that 12 soldiers, having fought gallantly, paid the ultimate sacrifice and embraced martyrdom in South Waziristan.
To end this edition of Newscope, here again are the main points. The federal government has unveiled plans to transform the nation's 417 grazing reserves into mini towns.
The River State government has announced the commencement of transition that will see a return from emergency rule to democratic governance.
Troops of 12th Brigade, Nigerian Army, under Operation Accord 3, in conjunction with other hybrid forces, OHF, have neutralized a notorious bandit kingpin, Babangida Kachala, in Kogi State.
And on the foreign scene, Pakistani security forces have raided 2 hideouts of the Pakistan Taliban armed group near the Afghan border this week, triggering fierce clashes that killed 12 soldiers and 35 Taliban terrorists.
And that's all from Newscope Desk for now. It was packaged by Tola Teriba and delivered by
Adetoke Oluyole
and Josephine Oluwabumi. Thanks for listening. Do not forget to tune in for the Yoruba version at 8 p.m. Good evening.
Akéde ìbáwí, akéde ìkìlọ̀, akéde ìṣúná, akéde òwò, akéde àṣà, akéde ìròyìn, akéde ètò, akéde Ìbàdàn, akéde nítàwá.
Ó pè ọ́ kó kéde ọjà rẹ nílé akéde Olúyọ̀lé FM 98.5. Kíkéde ọjà rẹ kó lè kún níbàárà rẹ la.
Yára. Àlàyé ń tòṣùmarè bọ́jọ́bá yọ ọ̀yà là pérégede ètò ìyára tún débi ti dé ó ní ẹ jèrè kẹ́sì tún fèrè jẹ̀kọ́ o bóyá ká tiẹ̀ máa bira wa léèrè pé kí lèrè tó wà nínú ìjọba àwa ara wa ká máa fẹlẹ́ yìí dá sétò ṣáájú ká tó lọ sábàlá téńté orí ìròyìn burúkọ̀kọ̀ aláǹlá tètè ká gbàbẹ̀ dábàlá àlejò níbi tẹ́ ti máa pàdé ẹni tó mojú ògún tó sì lè pabì dàbì nírè akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ onímọ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì òṣèlú ọ̀mọ̀wé Stephen Akínyẹmí Láfẹnwá òdú tí kì í ṣàìmọ̀ fólóko àwọn ni wọ́n gún àtẹ ètò láti máa tọ̀pá bọ kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tá a pè ní àyájọ́ ọjọ́ ìjọba àwa ara wa lágbàáyé kí ni pàtàkì àyájọ́ ọjọ́ yìí gan bó ló sì yẹ ká máa ṣe ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ yìí lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa bá a bá kó lákòótán bó ló ti yẹ ká máa ṣèjọba àwa ara wa bó là sì ti ń ṣe kí tiẹ̀ làwọn òfin àtàlàkalẹ̀ tó rọ̀ mọ́ ìṣèjọba àwa ara wa gan kí sì làwọn àǹfààní tó rọ̀ mọ́ irúfẹ́ ìṣèjọba yìí ẹ̀ mọ̀jà fọ́pàpọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ká pàdé lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi tó ń bọ̀ níkànnì 98.5 Olúyọ̀lé FM 96.3 Òkè-Ògùn FM 92.1 Ajílétí FM lórí tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àti lórí ìtàkùn àgbáyé tá a sì tún ṣe pápá lórí pápá lábalẹ̀ eré ìdárayá tẹ́lẹ̀dùwà ò sì ní jẹ́ ká farapa ẹ má gbàgbé aago 6 àárọ̀ sáago 7 labala àkọ́kọ́ o aago 7 sáago 8 sí labala àlejò ẹyẹ tí ó doríkodò bí àdéhùn sí àfẹ̀yí tẹ́jẹ́ ọba tẹnu rẹ̀ jáde lókù èyí àrà ọba ètò tó tẹ̀yìn irin fún.
Listen all you want. It's always free. Thanks for showing us the way to better radio.
Oluyole 98.5 FM.
Here we go.
You want marry me, I hope that you sabi kukuwate. Hope your love go sweet past the sheet up. Baby girl, I say your body na killer, oh. Oh, yeah, I get it tired of your body, oh. Only on your body.
boys you don't start to Maya. Maya, Maya. Maya. Maya, Maya. Maya, Nilato, Mega.
I get the people for shita.
Gbogbo ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ló mọ rírì ètò ìṣèjọba omi tuntun lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso ọlọ́lá jùlọ gómìnà Olúṣèyí Abíọ́dún Mákindé pàápàá lẹ́ka ètò ìlera tó péjú owó pẹ̀lú ìbámu ọmọdé aláboyún àtàwọn ìyálọ́mọ tí wà lálàáfíà ní ìtẹ̀síwájú àgbéyé àti àwòye àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀bí oúnjẹ fọ́mọ tuntun jòjòló lómi ọyàn ìyá rẹ̀ fóṣù mẹ́fà àkọ́kọ́ ní kété ìbímọ láàrin wákàtí kan ìgbẹ̀bí ọmọ rẹ̀ nílé ìwòsàn gbọ́mọ tuntun jòjòló sọ́yàn fún ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjípépé ọpọlọ okun àti agbára lẹ́yìn eléyìí fọ́mọ rẹ̀ lọ́yàn pọ́nbélé láì fi omi àgbo tàbí oúnjẹ kankan sí àfikún bó ti wulẹ̀ kó mọ fóṣù mẹ́fà gbáko àǹfààní eléyìí lọ́mọ tuntun jòjòló yóò fi wà ní ìlera tó jí pépé ọmọ tuntun tó mọ yàyà rẹ̀ fóṣù mẹ́fà lọ́pọlọ rẹ̀ máa ń dàgbà ìdènà àwọn àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn ìgbàláyà àwọn èròjà aṣaralóore àti afáralókun fi yàtọ̀ láàrin àwọn akẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ ìyálọ́mọ tó ń pèsè ọjọ́ iwájú rere fọ́mọ rẹ̀ ní sàmúlò